The Advanced Placement Program and its impact on college admissions. College applications have undoubtedly become one of the most stressful aspects of a teenager's high school career. Everything they've worked for over their 4 years leads up to where they'll be attending college after their graduation. However, students nowadays feel more pressure than ever as colleges and universities' acceptance rates have declined and become more selective, in addition to more students applying to those universities. This has led students to cram their school schedules and resumes in any way possible to ensure admission into their dream schools. While students are taught that extracurriculars and leadership are essential to a well-rounded college application, grades and class schedules are still vital to the college admissions process. Jeff Rickney, the Vice President and Dean of Admissions and Financial Aid at St. Lawrence University, told the New York Times that a student's transcript, meaning the courses they take and their grades, is very significant, and the National Association for College Admission Counseling reported that the most important factors in a student's admissions decision are grades, strength of curriculum, and admission test scores. Because of this, the Advanced Placement Program has become essential to students in the college admissions process. The Advanced Placement Program was created by the nonprofit organization College Board after World War II with the intention of giving students more opportunities to reach higher level education. Since AP classes are college prep courses and give students the opportunity to receive college credit, thousands of students cram these rigorous classes into their schedules every year in hopes of increasing their chances of being admitted into prestigious schools. However, is this method actually effective? Do AP classes really have an impact on college acceptance rates? The research conducted for this presentation seeks to discover whether or not trends can be discovered regarding AP participation and students' college acceptance rates into selective universities. 3 assumptions can be made regarding the outcome of this research. The first one is that students who take more AP classes have higher acceptance rates into selective universities. The AP program boasts a reputation of preparing students for college and giving them greater access to being accepted into 4-year universities. In a study of 45,000 graduating students from Utah public high schools, students who took AP classes had a higher ACT composite score than students who did not by almost 5 points. Since AP students tend to perform better on standardized tests than non-AP students, this supports the idea they have a greater chance of being accepted into colleges due to standardized testing being such a significant factor. In addition, college admissions offices put high emphasis on course rigor during the application process. Forbes reported that 79% of higher-level institutions consider grades in college prep courses, and 60% believe that strength of curriculum is important. By taking AP classes, students meet these requirements set by admissions officers and therefore may see higher acceptance rates. The next assumption that can be made is that students are taking more AP classes than they were before. Considering the idea that many students believe taking more AP classes will result in a greater chance of being selected into universities, participation has rapidly increased in the program. The American Enterprise Institute conducted a study on the growth of the AP program from 1990 to 2013 and discovered that during this time period, the number of high school students graduating with AP credit rose from 12% to 39%. White, Black, Hispanic, and Asian students all saw participation increases in their demographics during this time as well. Inside Higher Ed and College Board also released statistics that displayed growth of the AP program as well. Program participation increased from 645,000 students in 2006 to 1.1 billion students in 2016, and the number of U.S. public school graduates who have taken and passed AP exams has increased by over 70% in the last decade. The growth of the program is clearly represented in this data, proving students are taking more AP classes than they have in previous years. The third assumption that can be made is that the AP program has changed over time. This is because the program must adapt to the increasing selectivity of colleges. The AP program began with 10 courses and now it offers 38. In addition, College Board has recently added the Capstone program in 2014 to give students the resources and opportunities to learn college-level writing and presentation skills. This shows how the AP program is adapting to increase its rigor to align with the ideals and criteria college admissions officers seek in students. I predicted that through this research, trends between AP class participation and acceptance rates at highly selective universities will show that a rise can be seen in the number of AP students taking courses and the number of AP students being accepted into said universities. To discover these trends, a question was formulated. Over the past decade, what trends can be seen regarding students' acceptance rates into highly selective universities based on the number and type of AP classes they have taken in high school? To answer this question, the research methodology I chose was the trend analysis. A trend analysis involves collecting a variety of data and determining the patterns amongst them, which is the intended goal of this research. This was easily the most feasible methodology for my research due to the fact that it was purely quantitative. 2 different sources of data were used for this research. The The first source I pulled from was College Board, which has archived information of participation in the AP program dating back several decades. However, I only pulled data from 2009 to 2019. The information I analyzed and utilized for my research were the number of students enrolled in each class, the number of schools that offer each class, each course's participation increase from the previous year, and the number of colleges that accepted AP scores from that course. I also collected data from 3 highly selective universities from the Triangle area in North Carolina, which were UNC Chapel Hill, North Carolina State University, and Duke University. Data was acquired regarding their acceptance rates and how many of their enrolled students participated in the AP program. Once all of this data was acquired, it was organized into Excel spreadsheets separated by year, and from there line graphs and bar graphs were created in order to compare and analyze the trends seen throughout the research. In the next 4 slides, the participation statistics I chose to analyze from College Board are presented in the table. This table shows the participation in the AP program in 2009. These next 4 slides show the same participation statistics, but a decade later in 2019. Participation has significantly increased over the past decade across all statistics, and an additional course is present in the 2019 table. However, it is worth mentioning that the participation increase in 2008 and 2009 seems to be significantly greater than between 2018 and 2019. This suggests that a decade ago, the AP program saw a rapid increase in participation, while now it has steadied out, with some classes seeing no change in participation or even decreases in participation. This line graph represents the trend displayed in the table seen in the previous slides. The program saw a linear increase up until the past 2 years as the curve began to flatten in the graph. This could suggest that the program has reached its carrying capacity in the number of students it can support, but overall shows the rapid increase in the program and how students are prioritizing AP classes over the past decade. In this bar graph, the acceptance rates of UNC, NC State, and Duke are seen from the years 2009 and 2019. All 3 universities saw a decrease in their acceptance rates over the past decade. This reflects the idea that universities have become more selective, which supports the urge students feel to take more AP classes. UNC had only had data regarding the number of AP scores submitted by first-year students from the years 2017 to 2019. No clear trends can be seen here regarding AP students entering the university, as the number decreased in 2018 and then increased in 2019. NC State had data pertaining to its AP students only dating back to 2013. Once again, no clear trend could be seen in this line graph, as some years it rapidly increased, some it barely decreased, and some it even decreased. Duke University did not have any data regarding the number of AP scores submitted or AP students enrolled because it is a private university. The data regarding the AP program's participation proved the hypothesis correct. A clear rise in AP participation could be seen. Participation has soared over the past decade, proving students are taking part in the program more frequently. In addition, the new classes added to the program, such as seminar and research, show just how much the program is growing. However, no clear trends could be seen in AP class participation to being admitted to selective universities. The number of AP students admitted or submitting test scores had no clear patterns, as both increases and decreases could be seen. A major limitation of the research was the lack of consistent data from the universities. Duke University provided no information on AP students and AP scores, and UNC and NC State had very differing statistics on this subject, and the data did not go back far enough in the past decade in order to create accurate and reliable trends. Looking into the future, the AP program will continue to have a significant impact on high schoolers' lives as they continue to pursue higher education. Participation will most likely stay on trend and continue to increase over the following years. However, perhaps the AP program's value is being overestimated. Since trends cannot be found regarding AP students entering universities and the fact that AP participation is starting to remain constant and see less growth, colleges may be starting to put more emphasis on things outside of the classroom, such as leadership positions, extracurricular clubs, volunteer work, and overall character and morale. Understanding and analyzing trends seen in the AP program, especially over the upcoming years, will help students to better understand the criteria colleges seek in the admissions process.